What else? Yeah, no. I mean, so Christopher, I would say is well, Christopher was. It wasn't a sexual kiss that I was doing. It was more. Sorry to rearrange the furniture, but it just seems so formal. There we go. It wasn't a sexual kiss between Christopher and I, because I also kissed Rose. And what I wanted to make sure, and when I read it, I thought, oh my God, I am the first male and the first actor to ever kiss the Doctor. So for me, that was a groundbreaking thing, because, and also as being a gay man myself, it was a huge thing to have on television, particularly in the audience that was going to be watching, which was a family audience, young kids, young adults, and everybody was going, oh my God, do you think we can do it? Do you think we can? And Russell and I were like, just do it. And the parents are the ones who are going to have the trouble with it. It's the kids will be like, yeah, so what? Two men are kissing, big deal. Right? And that's exactly what happened. But Christopher was a good kisser. I wanted to show that Jack loved the Doctor and Rose equally, so if you ever go back and watch that again, which I know a lot of you do, you are going to see that I kissed them in exactly the same way. And that was a choice by me, because I didn't want any sensation, because newspapers do that. They'd be like, John Barrowman kissed the Doctor because he's a man, kissed him longer. Shut up. I can't hear you. Can you put that mic up a little bit? Put that mic up a little bit so it's right in front of their faces like it's me. Yes, Doctor, what can I do for you?
I know that they didn't ask you to be in the anniversary special, which I...
Yeah, so why are you asking the question then?
I highly disagree with that. I'm wondering if since then they've seen the error of their ways and they're going to ask you to be in season 8. I think people will like it.
I don't have an answer for you. And again, every day on Twitter I get asked that same question, and I'm ignoring them now, because it's not that I don't want to answer it. It's just that it gets me when because I feel like I'm explaining myself, and then I sound like I'm someone who's ungrateful and being bitchy, which I'm not. The fact of the matter is, I wasn't asked. I would love to be part of it. It's been a huge part of my life. They might have a reason, which they haven't told me why, and I totally get that. As an actor, I understand that certain things move on, and we have to move on. Consequently, why I have moved on to other projects. But all this stuff, even this morning, someone tweeted, no disrespect, but I don't believe you because so-and-so has talked about it. Well, nobody has talked about it. No one has asked me. No one has asked me to be in any more Doctor Who. It hasn't come up, so I am not lying. I'm telling you the truth. And for some reason, they just don't want me. I knew that would get you. But you guys have the power. And if they blame it on my schedule, it's not true, because I've always made time for Doctor Who and Torchwood, because I love Captain Jack. I love the shows. I would bend over backwards to make it fit, and the fact once I finish this thing, that's the last I kind of want to talk about that, because it does get me upset a little bit. But the thing that the thing that I want to make sure is that it's not when they blame it on me, that it's because of my work schedule and everything. They're lying through their teeth. They haven't asked.
Thank you.
You're welcome. But having said that, if they did ask, I would love to be back. Yes, over here. Hi.
Hi. Thank you for the big bear hug yesterday.
You're welcome.
And
because are you an otter or a bear? You're kind of in between right now, right?
yeah,
That's okay. There's the bear who's going to be hugging you later. Go ahead.
what's your favorite food?
I love that you asked that. My favorite food, I'm not a vegan, I'm not a vegetarian, I'm not a complete meat eater, except on a Friday. I only eat fish when it's on a plate. I don't know why you're all laughing. So I'm not fussy about food. I love food. I enjoy my food. That's why I have some love handles. And you know what? I love that you love your food or whatever, you know, because I'm the way everybody embrace who you are, the size you are, as long as you're happy, who gives a shit, right? So, my favorite food, Scott and I have a thing when we travel, and when we go to a different city, and unfortunately he's in the UK at the moment because it's his parents' 60th anniversary, and one of us had to go. So I was like, I'm going with my peeps. So we always, when we travel, the first thing we do the next day we get there, we go and have a huge, big American breakfast. Pancakes, bacon, sausage, egg, waffles, you name it. We fill the table and we eat. And then we go back and we lay on the bed and go, what do you want to do? Well, not that, because I can't move.
And speak some Welsh.
Sorry?
Speak some Welsh.
Speak some Welsh. Bore da croeso I Phoenix. What else? Nos da. That's all different phrases. You don't know what I said. No, so sit down.
So, I know Doctor Who is a TV series, but...
Oh my God, you're so intelligent.
Thank you. So do you see a movie in the production of Torchwood?
I have no idea, again, because I don't make those decisions. Torchwood is under the wing of, I think, BBC Worldwide and BBC. And what I will say is that my sister and I wrote, I think, a really fantastic Captain Jack story in Exodus Code, which is a book that we wrote, which is out, which you can all get. It continues on from where we left off, in a sense. I think that would make a great movie. And the more I'm doing over here in the States, the more it allows me to get those things done. That's all I can say. But you know, Torchwood might be back as a movie in 5 years, 10 years, 2 years. We just don't know. It's up to Russell, and Russell is our father, as we say. And so, and you know, when that time comes, again, if they want me, I will do it at the drop of a hat. Thank you. Yes. Do you want to sit down? You don't have to stand up, or are you just hurt from what I did to you? You're so flustered, yes.
What's the question that you always want to be asked, but you never get asked?
How old are you? You're 12. Okay. Here's a story. I'm ready. No, the thing I've always wanted to be asked. Oh, I've never thought about. I haven't really been thought about that, and it's because I get asked a lot of questions, and I've pretty much been asked everything. But I think, if off the top of my head, a question that I would always be asked. Oh, I want to make it a good one. I don't want it just to be frivolous. And also, you're 12. No, that is a great question. And it stumped me because everybody knows I am normally never stumped for words. So can you do me a favor? Stay there, and then let me think about it as we're doing this, and I will then have the answer by the end, okay? Awesome. Because what will happen is it'll fire in my brain at some point, and I'll go, that's the question I've always wanted to be asked. Yes.
Hi.
Meow.
If anything,
You know you're in Arizona, it's not Alaska.
if anything happens with you and your partner, can I have first dibs?
You can have them. If you want to deal with the farting in the bed in the morning, you can have them. And I ain't kidding either. He's got a cute face, but that's like Mount Vesuvius. What? Like you all don't fart in Phoenix.
I mean you.
If you did, well, I'll ask Scott, but if you did, you'd be happy to come because girlfriend, you would be a princess in my house. I'd have a different outfit for you that you could change every hour. You would have anything you want. You'd have a horse and a carriage outside white with a big princess thing on it. I'd be like, where are you going today, girl? You're like, I'm off to school in my carriage. You go. And everyone should be right down the street. They go, there's that little rich bitch going down the street. And I'd be like working my ass off to pay for the horses and everything. Come on. Great, thank you.
First off,
Hi.
I want to say...
I can't see your face from that camera. Put it down so I can, no, just hold it down. There you go. I want to see your face.
I want to say first off...
No, put it back on. I'm kidding!
First off, I loved at San Diego Comic-Con your Nerdist podcast. I listened to it. It was the funniest thing ever. Second of all, I'm a really big fan of Arrow.
Yes.
How do
Didn't you come to my table yesterday?
I
Yes,
did,
you
but in cosplay.
That's right, you were.
How do you prepare for Arrow compared to Doctor Who and Torchwood? Because it seems like it's definitely a different character.
Well, yeah, it is. I'm so glad you made that observation. One's an asshole, one's not. To prepare for it, you know, I have to be honest with you, and I've said this in other panels and things, I don't go that heavily into that whole, oh, I've got to become this person, I've got to feel the inner self of being, I've got to walk like this when I'm getting ready, and I've got to take 3 deep breaths before I say my lines. That's all bullshit. Right? Get up, put some personality into it. We've all got those people inside us. That's the way I look at it. So there's a bad guy in me, there's a bad guy in you. And it, you know, we all just control those emotions and things a little bit, but the thing that's great about acting is we get to go in front of a camera and throw them all up in front of you. And that kind of preparation is the kind of, I just live in the moment. And everybody who works with me backstage and doing this, like, I live literally my life day to day. I don't, although my schedule is planned for the next 65 gazillion years till I get my head chopped off and I'm put in a big glass case and I swell. Although my future is planned, I don't. Someone will say to me, what are you doing tomorrow? I have no clue, because when I go to bed tonight, that's when I look at what I'm doing tomorrow, okay? And I feel that I can then live my life honestly in the fullest in that way. So I do that with my characters too. I learn the lines before I go, but I don't rehearse them. All the people who work with me will say, do you want to run lines? No, I don't want to do that. I know my lines. I'll just do them when I get in front of the camera. And then, you know, unless it goes completely wrong, which it does sometimes. You get in front of the camera, so it's spontaneous, and then you rehearse there and you do it. And that's kind of how I do it. Does that kind of answer the question?
Yes, it does.
Good, lovely.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Okay, first of all, I want to say I'm like a huge fan of you.
Thank
And
you.
you're one of the reasons that I want to become an actress when I get older.
Awesome.
And also, my question is, who would you rather kiss, Benedict Cumberbatch or Martin Freeman?
Well, considering I just saw Star Trek last night. Yeah, y'all didn't know that. I went to the movie, sat by myself in the front row with a big thing of popcorn and some Sour Patch Kids and a bottle of water. It was brilliant. I think well, because I'm with an Englishman, I think I have to go with Benedict. You're too young. How old are you?
12.
Oh, Jesus. 12 going on 42. Yeah, no, so I'd say Bennett, because Bennett, he was, he was pretty, and he's so tall in comparison to the rest of the cast. Did you see it? He's like 72 feet 4, and what's his name who plays Kirk is like, what? Thank you. Obviously didn't make an impression on me, did he? No, he's got a really cute butt. He's got a cute butt. He does, he's got a cute butt. I just didn't know his name off the top of my head. But yes, but Benedict here, him here, well, Thank you very much. You're welcome. And good luck being an actress. Yes.
What's one of your favorite experiences with a fan at Comic-Con? Like, have you ever met somebody and you're like, I want to be your friend in real life?
Yeah. Well, yeah. It's probably not what you want to hear, but yeah, it was a Marine yesterday. Oh yeah. And yeah, I want to be his friend in real life. Oh, sorry, Scott. Where's that 12-year-old girl? You can have him. Yeah, no, but I got loads of stories. One of the things that happened to me, and I try to think of new things to talk about when I do this, but this one story continues to always make me, kind of feel that I'm doing what I'm doing is right, and that, everybody's getting the right idea, and, blah, 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 blah. This father came up to the table with his son, and it was myself and some other Torchwood people and a couple of Doctor Who people, and they came up and he walked up to the table and they said, he said, do you want Captain Jack's autograph? And the kid turned and he went, yes, Dad, of course I do, because, he might like boys, but he is so cool. And I thought, you know what, kid, you're getting that for free. Get over here. So yeah, so those kind of things I love. I also love when people come up, and there's many of you out there know who you are, and all the different cons that I've done, who come up and tell me your stories. I know it's a brief time you have to tell it, but you've learned how to do it in Twitter speak, which is fantastic. So it's like, hi John, hashtag out gay, love it, you saved me, brilliant. So, I enjoy hearing those kind of things because it's great to see that people identify with sci-fi, because that's what sci-fi does best. We touch on subjects that other shows are just starting now to touch on, because they've been afraid to for so many years, but we in the sci-fi world, everybody knows that no one can pull the wool over a nerd's eyes. Yes?
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, from a former Midwestern to you. I know
Great.
you're from Illinois, I'm from Indiana originally.
I'm sorry for that.
And also, you can work a pair of heels.
I can work a pair of heels?
Yeah, high heels. I can't work high heels.
You're not telling me something I don't know already. I can wear a dress, a wig, and I can look fabulous in it.
Anyways, I read on Twitter that...
Don't believe it.
No, it was from your tweet, from your Twitter account.
Okay.
Yeah. That you would consider being a guest star on Supernatural. I was wondering what
I get.
Angel, demon.
Well, listen, and I would love to be a character that's split between the both, like split personality, angel and demon. So there's a fight going on there, but who knows if that would happen. You always want to pick the most interesting character. Yeah, Supernatural would be great to be on. Oh my gosh, would it be nice? But you know, like for instance, before they talked to me about Arrow over a year ago, they actually asked if I wanted to be on Vampire Diaries. Yeah. So, and I was like, do I want to be freaking around with my teeth every day, or you know, what do I want to do? But you know, so the fact that they're asking me to do these things now, I absolutely adore, and you know, I'm in this business to work. So some people say, why do you do that? Because I want to work. I got a mortgage to pay like everybody else. You know, and I didn't come in this business to sit around and just drink tea, herbal tea, and go, I'm really famous. I came in this business to freaking work. Right? So that's what I do. But yeah, so Supernatural, who knows?
Awesome, thank you.
I'll just have a word with my boy on